You got to wear an all sweatsuit at Pebble Beach if you're Jason Day. What'd you guys think of that?
I love it.
I do too.
He's won me over.
I'm obsessed with it. I honestly, it's a little bit of, I was talking with Quinn, our boy Quinn, who works merchandise team in the tent today, because I posted that video of us wearing, we have an exclusive varsity leather jacket kind of thing that we're selling.
I love
like a
that
NASCAR jacket.
Yeah. NASCAR jacket, and I posted a video, and then I didn't look. I looked for about an hour. About an hour later, I saw a bunch of the replies, and Quinn's like, "How's it going? How's the reception?" I was like, "To be honest with you, I think it's kind of the reception that we're looking for." And he's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Half of people hate it, and half the people are like, that's the best thing I've ever seen. I need one." And it reminded me of Jason Day in Melbourne, where it was like, I think in the fashion world, that's kind of the goal.
I would also say, as a guy who has been lucky enough to play Pebble Beach a couple times, that's how you want to play Pebble Beach.
Yeah.
I want to be in I want to be in a sweatsuit. Comfortable as hell, chill as hell. Just feels like the right vibe. I know, listen, it was very controversial. People were on either side of it. I loved it.
Beef?
I don't know how the first tee person allowed him to play the golf course. Like, I get you guys love it. I think it's terrible.
Why do you think it's terrible?
I'm not surprised that you think that, Beef. That's fine. You're allowed to think that's great.
I will say it this way too. Like, I thought the same way when hoodies were first in the scene.
Okay.
And we had this conversation, like, what stops somebody from wearing just a Chicago Bears hoodie now, right? With that on
where's
there.
this coming from? Like, what's the basis of this? Is just to preserve, just like.
Yeah, I think we still have to keep golf the way that golf needs to be.
Right.
I mean, yes, I think sooner or later we're going to have shorts on the tour. That's got to happen sooner or later, right? But, like,
I agree.
We got guys wearing sweatpants out there. What are we going to do next? Like basketball shirts and jerseys and like...
I don't disagree with that. You make a good point.
You make a great point. It's almost... So I know what Frankie's saying, where it's like, well, why? Like, who gives a f***? You just wear whatever the hell you want to wear. But then I would also say, I also think there are certain restaurants that, like, you should go into dress a certain way, so you can make the same argument of like, why wouldn't you just be as comfortable as you can? It's like, well, it's like a respect. It's a, whatever. It's like, there's a reason you should dress a certain way. So I kind of understand it. I kind of like it from a sense of, like, honestly, I'm thinking now, like, if I booked the tee time, brought some buddies out there, and then one of them showed up like that, I might be like, dude, no, you can't dress like that.
Let me put it this way.
But I kind of like that Jason Day did it as a f*** you kind of thing.
If it's not the pants, are we just playing in graphic T-shirts all day? Like,
so in the same point that you're making, where it's like, where's the end? I was making the point for it, where I was like, well, they've already allowed joggers, so now we're just going to complain about like the fabric. It's too soft now. We're really going to start
too
deciding.
Comfortable.
So, but see, I'm doing that, but then I'm ending it there, and you're going on being like, oh, so now it's sweatpants. What's next? Short, like mesh shorts.
Yeah, pretty.
So. Yeah, I do understand at some point you need to draw the line. I don't think that Jason Day and Malbin wants to get to the point where it's like outrageously disrespectful to the game. They're definitely teetering on the line, though.
Yeah, and if they get fined, Melbourne will obviously pay for it. They got great publicity from all of it. Like, right, Jason Day was at Augusta, and they said, take that thing off.
Yeah,
and that already happened. So, it's
I think
good.
they loved that.
It might just be the marketing play.
I think he just looked so good in it that it's hard for me to not want that to be acceptable.
Right. Like, that's a good point. If I wore that, I would look like a slob, and people would be like, there'd be nobody on the side of, let this guy keep wearing
like
it.
They would be like, gross, get him off.
Right.
Of the
but
property.
Jason Day, he did look cool wearing it, and I think that was a big part of it.
He looks cool as dude.
He looks so comfortable.
He looks happy and like
tan, and his facial hair.
Trevor
looks
Illman
perfect.
did have a good line about him losing his luggage.
So good.
I that made me laugh, but I'm also on the side of Jason Day looks so comfortable, and
he responded. He's like, lost my luggage.
Yeah, he's laughing about it.
He doesn't care.